When my body wants to go, tell me, will my mind and soul live on and on forever? Am I on another level? Learning vessel of several lessons to make me more clever.
Howdy SEO Mozzers, and welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Friday. This Thursday afternoon, which is what it is now, I've just recently arrived back on a plane from Montreal. Had a good time there with some friends, keynoted a small conference, and today I thought maybe I'd take a broad level view at the search marketing industry, and maybe rather than answering some questions, just ask some questions and maybe give all of you and all of us some good questions that maybe we should be asking ourselves. So I wanted to start by talking about the search industry overall and kind of how a map of this field might look. So you have things like the IR field, right? Information retrieval, and the fact that this World Wide Web exists, this index of now billions and billions of pages. And that feeds into the existence of search engines. And search engines influence and are influenced by searchers, or if you're in the web field, customers. So they feed back on one another, right? The search engines wouldn't exist without searchers, and searchers certainly wouldn't exist without search engines. And they both provide information back and forth to one another. One of the biggest things that search engines do is take the information that searchers give them and use that to make their engines better, right? So they look at, well, how are people behaving? What are they clicking on? What are they enjoying? What are they using? What are they not using? How are we going to make this better for them? And searchers likewise are switching from engines that haven't worked as well, right? So, Hotbot and Lycos and Metacrawler, those popular engines from the 90s, have now kind of died out, and we're left with just a few guys standing. So we've also got the search engines interacting with, obviously, with individual websites and with advertisers, right? And those both interact with the searchers themselves. So the search engines could never deliver good results to the searchers without websites. And likewise, oftentimes, they deliver good results because they have good, relevant advertising. Feeding into both of these is us, right? The search marketers, and lots of other web services as well. But all those folks in search marketing, those are the two areas that we impact. We impact the advertising side, what appears on the advertising side of search engines, and we impact the websites, right? The results that appear in front of searchers, hopefully, unless it's Wikipedia. Even then, right? Someone needed to know their SEO to build MediaWiki, that great software. So in the field of search marketing, you have so many things influencing it, right? Things like public relations, disciplines like link building, usability, design, development, analytics, behavioral research, Gord Hotchkiss, right? Content development, and even traditional marketing, and tons of other things. There's no way that I could, on this whiteboard, draw a map that would be big enough to encompass all of the things that happen in this huge search marketing field, or the field of search itself. But I think what's good to look at a map, or why it's good to look at a map like this, is it gives you kind of a perspective, right? It gives you an idea of, oh my gosh, this is an incredibly large field, and there's so much here. How can I possibly know it all, be good at all of it? Score 100% on my SEO quiz, depending on how much value you put in, that sort of thing. What I would say is that you can't. None of us can. I certainly can't. I'm awful at PPC, just terrible at it, as many folks can attest to. If you look at our PPC advertising, right, you'll see the campaigns are just not that terrific. But in any case, I think that what's important for a search marketer, for anyone in this field, maybe you work at a website, maybe you're an entrepreneur, maybe you are in the field of usability or design, or maybe you're a web developer. In any case, these are the questions, the big questions that I think you need to ask yourself about all of this in order to come out with something positive at the end. So, you could say, where do I fit in? Where should I be? And the first question I'd ask is, what do I love to do? What is it in this field that makes me so passionate? What do I love about all of this stuff? Which one of these am I going to go, oh my God, you know what? Link building, that's for me. Or you know what? I love content development. Or maybe, I love to play in advertising. That's okay. Just find whatever it is that you love to do and then combine it with this. What are you good at? Actually, I wouldn't even say what are you good at. I don't like what are you good at. I would say what are you the best at, or one of the best at, right? You've got to be, in terms of long-term potential, you really have to be thinking, what is it that I can do better than anyone else in this field, no matter who you are? So sit there, take a minute after you finish this video and think about it. What is it that you do better than anyone else in this field? I'm sure it's something. And if it isn't, you can keep stumbling around. I stumbled around for years before I found what I was good at in this field. I've been doing this stuff since '97, and I didn't find search until 2003. So it can take a while. And then the last question that I'd say is, how can I show off what I do best, right? How can I market myself with this great talent that I've found, that I've stumbled across? And I think that what's really, really exciting about the web nowadays is that you can show it off with blogs, with social media, with connections, with forums, all of these different ways online, and really you can do it almost for free. If you start putting out content on one of these subjects and you are really, really the top of your game, one of the best people in the field, you'll be recognized. You'll be recognized very quickly. If you're not, just email me and I'll write a blog post about it. All right, everyone. I'm very tired, thanks to my friends in Montreal and a very early morning flight back. But I look forward to seeing you all next week, and take care. Have a good weekend.
Be there when I need you. Will you be there when I need you? My sweet little religion. Yeah. My sweet little religion. You'll be